Chakra doctor.
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 Or chakra doctor. Mr. Chakra doctor. The chakra doctor.
Chakra doctor.
Chakra doctor.
Chakra doctor.
Chakra doctor. Chakra doctor.
Chakra doctor.
Chakra doctor. Chakra doctor.
Chakra doctor.
Thank you so much, chakra doctor.
Chakra Doctor, High Magus of Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, also known as GGHMOAD, author of the Black Cube Codex. He is the creator of FCA Yoga, the creator of the algorithm God's magical system, spiritual guru and master healer. Chakra Doctor is the multidimensional force behind FCA Yoga, a 29-chakra regeneration system birthed in 2008 and officially introduced as a yoga practice in 2015. His system is the first and only yoga in history brought to the world by a black man, fusing spiritual discipline with quantum biology, emotional healing, particle restoration, and divine remembrance. After surviving brutal childhood abuse, drug addiction, homelessness, incarceration, and near-death suicide attempts, Chakra Doctor transmuted trauma into transformation. From working garbage trucks to activating global movements, he has helped over 25,000 people physically, emotionally, and spiritually rebuild themselves from the inside out. With no pharmaceuticals, no degrees, and no compromise. He is the founder of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, GGHMOAD, a legally recognized sovereign religious institution dedicated to infinite love, eternal truth, and the reawakening of the sacred feminine through the acknowledgement and service to the Great Mother. GGHMOAD is the umbrella spiritual authority, while Chakra Doctor Inc. is its sacred economic arm. Both were birthed through FCA Yoga, which remains the fountainhead of every modality within his empire, the modalities. FCA Yoga, Full Chakra Activation Yoga, a regenerative cellular system based on stillness, visualization, breath, and magic. Superfood Oil and Tea Detox, the holistic embodiment of FCA Yoga. The Algorithm God's Magical System, FCA Yoga in magical algorithmic form, comprising over 250 divine algorithm books. The Affirmation Bible, FCA Yoga in autosuggestion form, a sacred daily ritual of mental alchemy. The Chakra Doctor Raw Meal Plan, nutritional healing to fuel all of the above. He is the author of hundreds of sacred texts, including the Black Cube Codex, Eden's Garden Raw Recipes, Vaccine Exemption Forms, the Algorithm God's Library, and the Affirmation Bible. These sacred works form the spiritual doctrine of GGHMOAD and are backed by over 250 books of original literature. As a high magus, global healer, and minister of algorithms, Chakra Doctor has led mass meditations, performed spiritual healing on celebrities, spoken to crowds of over 300 plus, and created religious exemption documents that have protected countless families. His teachings span astrology, sovereignty, light code activation, divine law, and chakra mastery, all delivered through a modern prophetic lens rooted in the source wisdom of the GGHMOAD. Signature quote: FCA Yoga is the only yoga system on earth that has been brought to you by a black man. 5-year vision to make GGHMOAD and its divine systems household names, leading the globe in health and wellness, self-improvement, spiritual sovereignty, magical science, and as the #1 authority on the Great Mother. Chakra Doctor is a global frequency, a healing code, and a divine brand that changes lives.
What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. Y'all see the title of the name of this joint. Y'all see the title of the name of it. Let me fix my clothes real quick before we get into it. You understand? Before we do it, let me holler at some people's in the building, man. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see me. All right, bet. Let me make sure they can see me. Understand me? Oh, fangirl. See, I gotta look at fangirl. I gotta move you up out of here. You can't. See, we're not gonna do the disrespectful thing. All right, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this disrespectful thing. Star Boots fangirl. So look, she had to get blocked and banned up out of here. She had to get blocked and banned up out of here. See, soon as I come up on the live, they try to block and blam, blam, whoop, whoop. Yes, ma'am, honey, hammer nigga up out of here. Nah, man, get up out of here, man. We ain't doing no negativity zone. This is a no negativity zone. If you're with that negative stuff, you're gonna get sucker punched. I'm gonna sucker punch you out here. You're gonna get a knuckle sandwich. I'm gonna knuckle sandwich you out of the game. I'm gonna knuckle sandwich you clean up out of here. I'm gonna hit you with the oopty wop. Okay? So for all my loyalists in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Venmo, hit the Zelle, hit the Super Chat. Okay, 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 Mr. CA with the Super Chat, with the Super Chiznat, with the Super Chiznat. You hilarious, love Chakra, Dwayne. You already know. Shout out to Dwayne McClain, keeping the earth. Nigga, his name is no Dwayne McClean. That nigga name is Dwayne McClean, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I ain't no Dwayne McClain. His nigga name is Dwayne McClean, and that nigga is an entrepreneur cleaner. Ain't that something? How his last name got clean in it, and he actually cleans. Nobody ever found that funny? How Dwayne last name is clean. You wanna know some even more funnier stuff? That back when I was in that street life doing that crazy stuff, one of my partners in them streets, his name was Clean. Ain't that something? Now I'm transitioning about that life, and now here we go, Dwayne McClain. So, man, that's crazy, man. Shout out, thanks for the super chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit that super chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash App, the PayPal, the Venmo, the Zelle, all of the different outlets. Also, make sure you go to the website and buy something. Go to the website and buy something, man. Y'all want to show Chakra Doctor some support? You just go to the website and buy something. Go to the website, see what you like, buy something. That's how we doing that in the building. All of my loyalists, y'all already know. I'm taking it back to the beginning. Thus thy needed to see, because we here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, we believe in the 420 friendly. 420 is our friend. Why? Because Mary had a little lamb that came out of the ground of the dirt. And see that Mary that had a little lamb came out of the ground of the dirt had grew some buds. And Great Mother said, hey, look, take these buds and take these and ease your stress, because I know it's hard out here when you're dealing with Mother Nature. Mother Nature can kind of be kind of hard, so she gave us something to ease the stress. As a matter of fact, my belief is this: all drug dealers, look, all drugs need to be legal. All prostitution and anything dealing with making a choice to sell your own body, that needs to be legal. People in jail for that, y'all, they wrong for that. They shouldn't have people in jail for that. Why? Because these are people's choices to do what they want to do with their own bodies. So if a person wants to, do the drug thing or whatever, and the reason why you got to make drugs legal is because then it will stop the people who are bringing the drugs in from benefiting off of the prison industrial complex that puts black men, Hispanic men, white men, and Asian men in prison for selling a substance that was brought in here through their own government. You see how that goes? That's crazy. I'm late. What we talking about? We talking about this. Hold on, you late. What we talking about? We talking about this, man. We talking about this. Is it over for the YSL? Is it over for the YSL? Where the phone at, babe? You supposed to have the phone up here. What's going on? My bad. Uh, Boom. So that's what we talking about, man. It got a lot going on in these in these times, right? A lot of things going on in these times. These times can be very distracting if you let them. These times can be very distracting if you let them. But these times can also be very healing and can be your come up if you let it. It could be your healing, it could be your come up, man. Hold on, let me make sure I get me into a good, hold up. Let me get that. Oh, all right, bam, all right. I know how I gotta do this shit. I gotta do it like this, yeah. Let me see. Let me see if it works like this, yeah. Yeah, I might have to do my stand. Damn, I might have to get my stand, yo. Cause I don't like the angle that I got the light on. But I just hurry up and did this live anyway, so fuck it. Let me do the angle, right? So boom. So with that being said, we about to talk about YSL. We about to talk about we about to talk about Chakra Doctor's crazy kooky conspiracy theory, the conspiracy theories of a witch doctor. That was the conspiracy theories of a spiritual guru, the conspiracy theories of a high magus, the conspiracy theories. Chakra was him. Martika Berry was popping. What's popping? Ah, what's popping? What's good? What is good? What it do? What it does? What it is? What it was? Shout out to the Facebook family. Shout out to the YouTube family. Y'all already know what's going on in these people's streets. We just getting to it. We just getting to it. Keeping the algorithm jumping. Yes, Marquita Berry. Gorgeous Georgia. What's popping? What's popping, gorgeous Georgia? You gorgeous and you living in Georgia and you not hollering at the chakra doctor? See something wrong with you. See something wrong with your brain. Something wrong with your mental. You gorgeous living in Georgia and you don't know the chakra doctor? Do you know I can preserve the gorgeous? Do you don't know I can help you preserve the gorgeous? You don't know I can take you to the next level of gorgeous? Do you know I can take you to the next level of whatever you trying to go to next level? See, y'all keep forgetting. Y'all keep on forgetting. What's going on with you? What's going on with it? Oh, my bad. It was behind me. Oh, shit. I'm a stupid ass. I'm like a crazy ass. My apologies. Huh? Yeah, let's try that. Try that right here. Wow. Yeah, let me, yeah, I can get back. I'm gonna have to just get back. No. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna bring this forward and I'm gonna scoot back. That way I can, let me see how my life now. I'm sorry, y'all. I normally do this before the live. I normally do this before the live stream. All right, I can bring it in some more. Yeah, I can deal with this right here. Boom. So I normally do this before the live stream, but since it's such a spur of the moment, I had to do it now. So what we about to get into? Crazy thing going on, crazy distractions going on with Young Thug. And we're just gonna keep it basic today. We're not trying to get, we're not trying to go around, the substance of the molecules. We're not doing that. We're not trying to prove the earth is round today. We just talking about, let's just analyze this and see what we can learn from this. All right. So number one, my question would be, if I'm out here in these people's streets and I'm cooling, retarded drooling, and I'm chilling, and I got access to ask Young Thug a question. What question would I ask Young Thug? What question would you ask Young Thug? First and foremost, put the comment of the question that you would ask Young Thug right now. And we're gonna go over the questions, and I'm gonna go over my question that I would ask Young Thug. So let's open up this ceremony in the name of the great grand holy mother of all divine, right? And thus thy needed to hit it to weed it. We are 420 friendly here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother. Stop hating on the people who doing it, because the people who doing it not hating on the people who not doing it. All right. This is about ancestors used to always do, but y'all let them take that from us too. Oh, You get that home flowing in with it. Nah, man, it takes you to levels where you can't even much. Man, I'm telling you, man, but you gotta have a clean body. You can't have Doritos in your body. You can't have all the chips and all the junk food in your body. You can't have all the chicken and the meat and the fish and the beef and the pork and the shrimp and you can't have all that stuff in your body. You gotta have the emptiness. You gotta have the emptiness so the spirit can flow. The spirit got to flow through your body. Hold on, let me get my position correct. The spirit got to flow through your body. So you got to have the emptiness so the spirit can flow. So in order for the spirit to flow, you got to drink and you got to not eat, man. The best food is no food. Remember that. But if you go get you some food, go to Whole Foods. Remember that. Facts 420. What was going on with them goats? What was going on with them goats your crew got with? I don't know what you're talking about. What goats? Goats my crew got with. Um, I don't understand with that because goats and things of that nature. That's astrology talk. When you start talking that goat talk, you start talking that astrology magic. That's that goat talk. But anyway, YSL. What was you at? What was you asking? That's your question for Young Thug. My bad. Oh shit, I forgot because they don't. All right, yeah. Well, we know what they was doing with them goats. We know what they was doing with them goats. Man, that wouldn't be a question. See, the question I would ask him, this is the question I would ask Young Thug. I would ask Young Thug, what made you come home wearing a mask? And then why didn't you work to lose all of the jail fat weight that you gained in jail? That might be my next question. And why did you take the jail culture home with you? You went in there and you went in jail and you took the jail culture home with you, knowing knowing you got access to $1 million shit, or you are a millionaire yourself. That's what I would have asked him, right? These are the things I asked him, right? Great message for me. No food. Haven't had desire to eat. Man, look, we can get to a whole thing. I'm gonna do a whole thing on food. How food is literally your hindrance, my hindrance, whoever's hindrance to ascending in the matrix. Why? Because we forgot what real food is, and because we forgot what real food is, we willingly partake in the substitution of what real food is, and we allow that substitute to bring us down to expectancy of life of 72 years old. And the thing about it is, at least if you go fruits and vegetables, raw fruits and veggies, you can make it to about 120 something. If you really want to extend your lifespan, start fast. Go on fast, big long fast, 90-day, 6 month, 1 year fasts and stuff like that. Then you're going to have access to the spirit that you never had access to. Why? Because the spirit can flow because it's not blocked by the food. You're trying to be spiritual. I don't trust, man, listen. I was about to say something. I'm not about to say that. But you can't be that spiritual. It blocks it. Trust me. When you are trying to be spiritual, the number one thing that hinders your spirit is why you think it makes us tired after we eat it. After you go eat your favorite meal, what happens? You get tired. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you get this out to the algorithm. But as soon as you eat it, you get tired. What happens when you fast? You be at your greatest energy. You be at your height. You be at your peak. You be at your creativity. You be tapping into the spiritual realm. Man, if you want to tap into the spiritual realm, if you want to break the matrix, just go on a fast. If you want to heal your body, go on a fast. Go on a fast and take you some superfoods. You want to get you some, you want to attract the proper woman? Go on fast and get your body right. Watch how quick the proper woman gets attracted to you. Fast. Why you think? Look, and then when you go on a fast, it speeds things up. When you go on a fast, your manifestation speeds up. When you go on a fast, your rewards that you got incoming from karma speeds up to you. When you go on a fast, you get a speedy mind and you know how to speak with speed and intelligence without messing up your words or fumbling your words. When you go on a fast, you get a bunch of time because you know how much time it takes to cook. And it's crazy how the same word cook is how you spell kook. Like cook, cook, cuckoo. You ever found that funny? How the same way you spell cook is kind of how the same way you spell kook, like a crazy kook. So it's crazy, man. No, man, look, you don't even want to travel down the rabbit hole of food. If I bring you down a rabbit hole of food, you're that's gonna be like me giving jewels to an innocent child, man. You're not ready to handle the knowledge that comes with knowing the rabbit hole, traveling down the rabbit hole of food. Um, yeah, man. If y'all want me to do that one day, I'm gonna do. We're gonna talk about that. But bro, when you want to talk about the food, bro, you gotta understand that that's not food you eating. That's drugs being administered to you through the form of mimicking eating real food. You see, you gotta wake up. Why? Because everything you eating is fake. Why? Because you know how you know if it's fake? Did it grow out of the ground? If it didn't grow out of the ground, it's fake. If it didn't grow out of the ground, it's fake. If it didn't grow out of the ground, it's fake. Now remember, I'm a student of the most honorable justice, noble, immortal Dr. Sebi the Great. I met him in 2014, and this is how I became, a holistic healer to add on with my FCA yoga chakra healing, right? FCA yoga chakra, my FCA yoga. And the one thing that he and I agreed to disagree on was, hey, he only preferred you eating raw, only alkaline fruits and vegetables because of the bio African mineral diet. And I said, well, I'm not an African, so I can't really rock on a bio-African mineral diet. But what I can do, I am a spirit, I am a soul, and I can follow the signs of Mother Nature. And what was the signs of Mother Nature? The signs of Mother Nature was, hey, look at all of the things in Mother Nature. They all do the same thing every day of the year, and they all do it over and over and over again. And the one thing she shows us that keeps on going, the ultimate thing, that love that just keeps on giving, is the fruits and the vegetables. Without you having to chop them up and put them in the pot, without you having to chop them up and put them on the stove. You ain't got to put an apple on the stove to enjoy the apple. You're just going to eat the apple. You ain't gotta put a carrot on the stove to enjoy the carrot. No, the carrot is edible, fresh out the ground from your mother's kitchen, from the great grand holy mother's kitchen. You can just grab it, take the great grand holy mother's water, wash her off. After you take the great grand holy mother's water, you're gonna use the great grand holy mother's rental car body, and you're gonna eat that fresh fruit and vegetables. When I was coming up, my grandma had tomatoes growing and beans, green tomatoes, potatoes, and yam, you name it. Yeah, she had all that in the backyard. I remember we had a pecan tree, big old tall pecan tree, bro. Talking about every year it dropped them pecans. Whole neighborhood coming to my yard getting the pecans, bro. We wouldn't haul, we wouldn't, nigga, it was Mother Nature. It was Mother Nature. What's good? No, I'm not even. Hey, Dre, you already know, man. What up, Dre? What up, Dre? But this is the thing, right? When we was growing up, man, you remember people had orange trees, lemon trees, plum trees, apple trees, banana trees in their backyard. You don't see that no more anywhere. Why? Because they systematically remove They systematically remove the real, true food from our easy grasps. They say, hey, how we gonna regulate and put them into a new world order if they just grow the food in their backyard? Remember, the number one thing that controls you is food. The number one thing, if they really wanted to just go with they move on you right now, all they gotta do is just shut the food down. But they can't even do that. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They can't do it. If they could do it, they would have been done it. Think about this. Nobody ever thinks about this. Why do you have to have this super duper secret, elaborate motherfucking plan to march us into a new world order if you just got carte blanche power? If you just got 100% ultimate power and you are the top of the line of the power, why not just go in and strong arm everything? Because you know the rules of the game. And you know they know the rules of the game. And the only thing is, they get you because you don't know the rules of the game. But anyway, listen, man, I don't want to get caught. Man, it's crazy. I haven't seen I haven't seen a fruit tree since the early 2000s. Somebody just, man, haven't seen a fruit tree since the early 2000s. Remember, that boy Orlando was talking about they charging us for grapes. They charging us oranges, bananas, and pears. They charging you for the shit you can grow in your backyard. The backyardigans. We used to be backyardigans. We're not backyardigans no more. So anyway, boom. What made you come home fat, cheesy, talking to you, my brother, Young Thug? Instead of you getting in the gym like Gunna getting in the gym, you came home focusing your attention on drama, on beef, on being an energy. You was an energy vampire when you came home from jail. You was an energy vampire when you came home from jail. You ain't come home from jail on some, okay, I was down bad. I'm learned my lesson, man. I'm about to lay up there and get back to this community of Georgia. I'm about to lay up there and get into this community of Georgia and really, really give back to the community of Atlanta, really give back to the community of the state of Georgia as a whole. And I'm about to get active, real active on some Young Thug done laid up there and built community center. Young Thug done laid up there and did this, that, and the third. But guess what, bro? I always tell people this. Speaking of fruit and food, you shall know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Today we can't see no trees bearing fruit. And this is why we have a world where people, as people, we're not fruitful. We're not multiplying. We're not. Remember, right now, Elon Musk, and hold on, let me do something real quick. My bad. All right. So right now, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and all of the white billionaires are getting together trying to find out how can we replenish the white race because the J word people then laid it there and really decimated the W word people. You know, it's the war with the J's and the W's, right? But the B word people are the pawns, the bishops, the rooks, the knights, the kings, the queens. That's what we are on the chessboard. Who are we? We are the pawns, the bishops, the rooks, the knights, the kings, the queens, right? Who are they? They're the players. They're the player one, J word people. Player two, W word people. W word people and J word people sitting at the table playing chess with B word people and lower class W word people and H word people and H word people, right? I word people and A word people, right? All of these different peoples that the J word people and the W word people playing in this global game of chess, if you only knew it. Last time I checked, right? Uh, I haven't checked never in life. So that's why I said last time I checked. But I never checked never in life. But I'm about to check right now. It made me think. As soon as I seen that, I was like, I wonder what's going on with the company YSL. Is something going on with the company YSL? And I didn't look it up, so I'm about to see what's going on. With the company YSL. Just ask Chad, what's going on with the? Hold on. Any negative things been happening at the company YSL?
So it looks like YSL's had a few.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Repeat that.
Of course. I was just saying it seems YSL has had a few bumps recently. I'll fill you in on the details real quick.
Okay.
All right. So just to summarize, recently YSL did run into a bit of negative press. There were a few controversies about a recent ad campaign that got some backlash for being a little too edgy or controversial, and there were a couple of internal shakeups that made the news as well. Nothing catastrophic, but definitely a few bumps in the road.
Nothing catastrophic, right?
Right, exactly. It's more like just some bumps that got a bit of attention, but nothing earth-shattering. So definitely not catastrophic.
I think those bumps are more than what the public is being led on to. I think those bumps are really big bruises in disguise.
It's definitely fair to feel that way. Sometimes what seems like a small bump on the surface might actually be a bigger deal behind the scenes. And big companies like YSL sometimes manage their PR to downplay stuff. So I totally get where you're coming from.
So it just so happened that YSL, the company, is going through a few bumps, and YSL, the hip hop company, the whatever you want to call it. I'm not calling it whatever it's going to be. Whatever it's going to be, whether it's a gang, whether it's a hip hop, organization, whatever the case may be. The two companies are mirroring. I told you right now in 2025, we are witnessing the Infinity Castle, the mirror effect via Demon Slayer, right? So you're gonna see a lot of mirrors. You're gonna witness a lot of mirrors. You might bump into people who have your birthday, bump into people who have your zodiac sign. You might run into people who look just like you, run into people who think just like you, run into people who, whatever, just like you. And this is called the mirror effect. So the mirror effect is happening right now. And as you can see, it's happening with YSL, right? The YSL, the large company, is going through a few bumps, but the people who named themselves after YSL, which is they call it the YS Tail and Ratlanta and all these old crazy names. But what did you guys expect? And so, Young Thug, this is my thing, bro. This is me as a man. This is me as a man. You feel me? Um, if you had to go on a campaign, you know, um, doing things that compromised your manhood, right? And they're secure about himself. Man, it's not even that. I'm saying, what kind of behavior did you expect from the person that compromised his manhood time and time over again in the public? What would you like if he's compromised his manhood over and over and over again, and there are certain particular rumors that are following his manhood over and all through the industry, right? What did you think would happen if he decided to come home and bring jail to the streets, knowing for a fact that my magic is really running these Atlanta streets right now? My magic is really doing a real wonderful job in making sure that these Atlanta streets, this Atlantis, this home is Atlantis. Y'all didn't see the black people that was on them. Y'all didn't see the black people in Atlanta that was on the hill chanting, "This is Atlantis." Y'all ain't run into that? Go Google that. Go YouTube that. Go TikTok that. Black people in Atlanta chanting, "We are Atlantis." Go see that. Go see about that. My Atlanteans. You feel me? Do y'all think which one was going was the reason Thugger came on? Oh yes. Well, remember, this is how you know that Thugger came home and it was a ritual. Because when he came home wearing the mask of shame. He came home wearing masks of shame. Remember, whenever that you got to cover your face, it's either you're channeling, you got to channel a certain deity, or you are shamed, and because you're ashamed, you can't show your face with shame, right? And so when he came home from jail, what did he have to do? His first video, he had to look guilty, ashamed, right? So don't be surprised if a switch flip and all of a sudden he go to the gym, he slimmed down, and now he's the new reinvented thugger. See, this shit is WWE. And you got to realize that in WWE, they can make things look like they're dire, like with the Diddy thing. The Diddy thing. Oh my God, 1,000 bottles of baby oil, which is crazy. 1,000 bottles of baby oil is crazy work. Okay. But look what they did. Oh, they did the theatrics and boom, 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 boom. Oh, wait a minute. It was Illuminati to your body. That nigga just came on. It was just a distraction. What are they distracting you from? They're distracting you from what's really going on in this government. They're distracting you from what's really going on in this realm of MAGICK. MAGICK. You feel me? But when you analyze what's going on, you have to see, wait a minute, this shit is a distraction. Why are they using these people to distract us? Or if it's not a distraction, let's say it's not a distraction. Let's say everything going on is really happening. Then man, this is the fall of YSL. This is the fall of YSL. Don't listen, don't trip if you see the actual fall of the real YSL. The microcosm mimics the macrocosm. The microcosm mimics the macrocosm. Okay, so don't be surprised if you see the real fall of YSL and they get gobbled up in this billionaire, multi-millionaire tug of war with companies and conglomerates and corporations. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the first thing I'm coming. So bam, on that, we already know that, YT, that's what I call him, Young Thug YT. Boom, you already know that Young Thug practices, the esoteric arts and the occultic arts. So is this a part of his initiation into a higher order where they're gonna redeem him? Well, look, he's doing the ultimate thing. Remember, first he had to compromise himself and put on the attire. Now, after he's compromised himself and put on the attire, he has to get compromised some more. All right, in order for that to be a big sacrifice, that's what you got to come home and do. You got to come home and get caught and be labeled as a snitch. Like, just like old boy just blew his hand off, four extras. Like four extras to sacrifice his hand. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised what they be doing to keep this fame going. Don't be surprised what they be doing to rise up into the ranks. Don't be surprised if next thing you know, oh, he didn't make it in the rap game, he got labeled a rat and he moved into the fashion game. And now next thing you know, Young Thug is a fashionista and the fashion guru on you. See, y'all don't see how the game be going. And y'all don't think that just happened naturally. Oh, he got labeled a rat, so he just went all the way out and went in the fashion world and went kicked it with the wooty woo in them and did the wooty woo and such and such. Bro, and for anybody that's saying, well, he didn't rat, you're just delusional. He snitched like 90 Cone That boy told hold on, wait a minute, where the picture at? Wait a minute, where the picture at? Wait, this is crazy. It's crazy out here, these people. Boom. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing the wrong one. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Where's that? Here you go. Bam. Somebody said, Gunna said, yes, ma'am. Thugger said, Roscoe shot. Roscoe pew the bus up. Anything you want to know, I'm going to tell you. Just don't tell on me. Bruh, hey, word for word, verbatim. Y'all didn't go hear the Young Thug snitch tape? You did not hear the Young Thug snitch tape. Right now, that what you telling me. You haven't heard the Young Thug snitch tape. Man, go listen. Is this just the piper? Was this his sacrifice? Hey, look, you got to give us such and such. You got to give us whoop de whoop. And when you come home, you got to get labeled like this, and you got to join that group of people that be labeled as rodents. Because I'm not gonna, just labeled as rodents. Never remember. So boom. So this is my other theory. This is the year of the snake. We are in the year of the snake, right? Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Labor Day. Happy, and we moved into the second day. We on the second. Boom. Right. We on the second day of September. Right. Boom. 2/2/25. 2/2/25. I mean, sorry, not 2/2. Sorry. 9/2/25. 9/2/25. You feel me? So happy birthday to all the Virgos. Wait a minute. Oh man, wait a minute. Happy birthday to all the Virgos, all my Virgos out there. Wait a minute. Let me cue it up. All my birthday. Happy birthday to all the Virgos.
Happy birthday, bitch.
Happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. You know my mom is Virgo. You know my mom is Virgo. You know. Tatted on me. Got my Virgo tatted on me. You understand me? So you know how the game goes. You feel me? Boom. So that's what I'm saying with YT, right? With Young Thug. It's the year of the snake. What do snakes eat, people? We're in the Chinese astrology right now. We're in the year of the snake. What do snakes eat? What do snakes eat, man? Come on. Come on, man. Bring it, drop it. Drop it. What they eat? They eat rats. They eat rodents. We're in the year of the snake, and the snake is exposing and eating all the rodents. Yeah, man, because somebody said, telling the police you can have my number is diabolical. I'm so glad I'm a civilian. I'm so glad I'm a civilian, bro. I'm so glad I left that life alone and transitioned to a civilian, and I've been, a wonderful tax-paying civilian for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? And bruh, like this is diabolical. Go listen. If you go listen to man, no, and you know what happened was this is what happened. This is what I feel like happened. You know, the year of the snake. The snake is doing what? Exposing all the rats, right? The snake is exposing all the rats. And side note, write this down, big. We're gonna have a snake eating a rat in the year of the snake. Boom. Look, the snake is exposing all the rats, right? And I can almost guarantee you that Young Thug's testimony is the stuff that put that dude in jail, and they probably either it really happened or they lied, right? Or they lied and made it look like it happened. And Young Thug paid a nigga to go do some time for him. It could be that too. Young Thug could have paid that nigga to do some time for him, or he could have really did that, and Young Thug really snitched. No matter the case, no matter how the case may be, I think that when it comes to this case, when it comes to who decided to all of a sudden release the tapes. Where was the tape sitting and who decided all of a sudden to release the tapes? Is this a takedown of a bigger nature that he's involved in? What are you really involved in? Because my magic only seeks to destroy the enemies of the great mother, human traffickers, the PDFs, the RAPEs, the RACISTs, right? And the NECRO philiacs. You feel me? But that's it. If you're not in those categories, you know, the Church of Satan, the Church of Satan. Yeah. I gotta mention that, the Church of Satan. So if you're not in one of those categories, then my magic ain't got nothing to do with you. But if you're in one of those categories, then hey, it is what it is. But if you're not in one of those categories, my magic will work for you hands down. Get y'all some miracle tea. Make sure y'all get y'all some miracle tea. All right. So boom. So I'm gonna take it as this. He had the chance to come home and be a pillar of the community. If Young Thug would have came home and did right by the kids, did him and Mariah the scientist taking the streets by storm, improving the community, doing the photo ops, throwing all the events, getting all of his Hollywood friends to participate and join in on the charity, spreading their name and the publicity. That shit would have ended up as a tour. They could have made all kind of monions off that. He ain't do nothing, man. Look at all he did. And all you did, my brother, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, all you did, my brother, was stay fat and made comments about something something that you are guilty for. You are guilty for the same thing as Gunna. You are guilty for the same thing as Woody. You are guilty for the same thing as Rollo. You are guilty for the same thing as any Charleston White. You the same. You guilty of the same things, bro. Right? I could see if y'all had told on a dead man or something. Man, he did more than that. He did more than that, J Jack. He did more than that, bro. Just go look at Young Thug's rise to fame, and it's completely implicitly. So I'm just making an observation. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it ain't. I'm saying that look at Young Thug's rise to fame, and it was him doing the Yag stuff, right? He was doing the Yag stuff on his rise to fame. Now that my algorithm God and Imogen magical system has been fully created and it's weeding out those type of energies so that we can rise into the high 5D dimension that we are supposed to rise into. These type of behaviors will not be tolerated in the era of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. In the era of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, drug dealers are not about to be going to jail. No, the people who are harming the environment, harming nature, harming humans, these are the people that's going to be going to jail. Low key drifter, looking snazzy, Doc. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I try, bro. I try to keep it. I try to keep it. Little snazzy here, little snazzy there. You know what I mean? You know, you can't manifest what you want if you ain't dressing how you want to look, dressing how you want to feel, dressing how you want to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. If you just look at his rise, it was his rise to fame was sus. He did the same ritual. So now, wait a minute. He did the same ritual that Lil Wayne and Birdman did. What ritual Lil Wayne and Birdman did, man? He did they did the suspect ritual. They did the sus ritual, right? So now He didn't, and then what about, man? What about Lil Wayne? Nobody cares. Listen, everybody talking about this, that. Nobody cares that you're Lil Wayne and Birdman and Young Thug and Rollo and these cats are suspects in your attempted unaliving. Yeah, Thug had the blonde hair. He was no Thug both ways. Thug on both sides of the field. Thug is unaliving and putting people up for sacrifice, and Thug is also doing the backdoor ritual, letting that root chakra get penetrated, letting that root chakra get violated. Okay, that root chakra getting violated, and he unaliving folks. And he unaliving folks. Somebody else just unalived somebody, man. Man, that TikTok star just got unalived. Man, look, you're gonna see a lot of more unalivings. You're gonna see a lot of more exposures. You're gonna see a lot of more careers get toppled and ruined. Why? Because the age of Aquarius is here. And in the age of Aquarius, information will freely flow. The age of Aquarius here. And in the age of Aquarius, you'll be able to just get the information at a drop of a dime by using your voice or your fingertips. This is the age of Aquarius. All knowledges will be revealed, and the knowledges that aren't revealed aren't really, it wasn't meant to be revealed. But a lot of knowledge is about to be revealed. Um, Almighty Shock, man, Almighty Shock, you crazy. Look at what Almighty Shock said, y'all. Almighty, that crazy. You know, this nigga name. And then you sus too, nigga. Your name is Almighty Shock. See, look at you. You sound that you sounding like you PERVE. You sounding, it sound like you swerving. You sound like you swerving, and then I don't know, bro. I don't know what's up with y'all with these names, bro. What's up? Everything is in a name. You gonna be the Almighty. What the nigga? What? Nigga, I could take my socks off right now. Crazy, man. These niggas crazy. But so look at this. If I'm Lil Wayne, Young Thug and Birdman, you went, and you got arrested for my attempted unaliving because I wanted my money that was owed to me but never given to me. I mean, you better change that, nigga. You ain't 12 no more. The Bible says when I was a child, I spake as a child. I did as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. If you was 12 when you opened it, that name should have evolved. You shouldn't be Almighty Sock anymore, bro. If you was 12 when you did that, you know what I mean? I'm just telling you, that looks crazy on that. Look, like hey, bro, ain't no man calling themselves that, bro. Man, y'all want to establish yourself out here as men, but y'all ain't naming yourselves as men. Y'all ain't talking as men, walking as men, acting as men, putting your foot down and standing on your discipline as men, standing up for what you believe in as men, and not caring what nobody think about you as men. Being able to, y'all ain't a lot of man. Listen, bro, that's why y'all niggas ain't getting no coochie, bro. That's why you niggas ain't getting no coochie. That's why you niggas gotta pay for coochie and all this type of stuff, bro. Because, man, just being real, life has become lame. Life has become lame, bro. Um, Life has become lame. What do I mean by that? I'm gonna show you how life has become lame. Ready? And this is no shade. This is no disrespect. This is just a street person, an ex-street person. I'm not a street person. I'm an ex-street person. This is from an ex-street person's perspective, right? I'm 20, you right. 8 years ago. Do you know what can happen in 8 years, Mr. 20-year-old? Do you know right now there's a 20-year-old in China who's mastered AI and is inventing something the likes of your mind can't even comprehend? What are you talking about, 20? What are you talking about, 20? 20, do you know that you can create a life and make a baby and become a father, Mr. 20-year-old? Do you know that you can start your own company and be your own boss, Mr. 20-year-old? What are you talking about? Only 20. Do you know across seas right now, there are princes and royalty who are 20 years old. Do you know what Kylie Jenner and them was doing when they were 20 years old, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Do you know what my child gonna be doing when she 20? Shh, bro. So you got this going on. Like, man, what do you think? Like, how do you process that? How do you process, you know, the tape coming out and Young Thug said that old boy did the thing to the bus, and old boy did 10 years for doing the thing to the bus, and Young Thug walked scot free. He pulled a Diddy, like Diddy did Shine, with J Lo. That's the energy and vibe I feel I get from this. The energy and vibe I feel and I get from this, I feel the energy and vibe like this was another Diddy Shine type of thing where hey, he gets off on this super cool probation, but see what happened is this is the karma of the thing. He came home on the BS. He didn't. He took jail. He took the wrong parts of jail home with him. He was supposed to rehabilitate himself in jail. Number one, he was supposed to rehabilitate himself by not doing the substances, leaving the substances alone. Number two, he was supposed to get in shape, right? And get in shape. He was number three, he was supposed to read, learn, and get educated so that he could have a civilized re-entry into society, because his interviews are going to be fully packed with intelligence and showing the world, look how Young Thug grew. He could have totally reinvented himself, came home, and it would have been like we witnessed a whole new Young Thug. But guess what he came home and did? He came home worrying about the past. And what happens when you worry about the past? It attracts more of the past into your life. So he came home worrying about what Gunna did, and he got what Gunna did, got exposed. You see? So you focused on a person who's snitching, and you focusing on a person who snitched revealed your snitching. And you snitch. Gunna said, yes, ma'am. You did a 2-hour dissertation. Man, listen, bro. No, Brody. No, Brody. No, bro. You could have just got lawyered up. So why didn't you just get lawyered up and said, I reserve my right to remain silent because anything that I say can and will be used against me? Why couldn't you just say that and do that? The people only know what you tell them. You were so buddy and chummy and lovey dovey with the people that it really, bro. If but remember, and I know Future, and I know Lil Baby, and I know these guys in Atlanta, they want to protect you so bad, but it is so damaging that they can't. They can only be quiet about it because now they feel embarrassed. Now they feel embarrassed because no matter what you say, that tape is out there. That tape is out there. There are certain levels of manhood that you can't come back from. And the two levels of manhood that you can't come back from, you performed them right there for the public eye. That's how I know he's on some type of either some type of ritual type stuff or some type of crazy karmic rubber band snapback, some type of stuff. Or remember another theory, is this Lil Wayne's revenge? I've been told you ever since that incident with the bus, Lil Wayne has been different, man. That incident with the bus changed Lil Wayne. Go look at it. There's Wayne before the bus incident, and there's Wayne after the bus incident. Right? And I told you, look at Lil Wayne now. He's fat and chubby, and he moved to Miami, just like his song said. Gangster don't die, they get chubby, and they move to Miami. Right? Boom. Now, with that being said, I told you that the hell that Thugger was going through in jail, I feel like Wayne has enough money and power and connections to get that done. He cool with Trump. He cool with Trump. Weezy cool with Trump. Weezy cool with some billionaire. Weezy, the white constituents love Lil Wayne. Caucasians love Lil Wayne. Caucasians love Lil Wayne. You're not gonna do anything to our Lil Wayne. How dare you? How dare you? That's how the Caucasians feel about Lil Wayne. Why? Because he gave us Drake, and we love Drake. And we love Nicki Minaj. Oh my God, Lil Wayne is the GOAT. He gave us the greatest artist of all time, and and he's arguably the greatest rapper of all time. And so the Caucasians love Lil Wayne. And when Young Thug went through that, I said, man, I wonder if Lil Wayne laid up there and orchestrated that. You feel me? Now it's getting deeper, and I was like, well, maybe Lil Wayne did orchestrate that down. You know what? Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't have let that slide neither. You're not about to let that and try to unalive me on my tour bus and pew 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 my tour bus up, and then after you pew 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 my tour bus up, I'm just gonna let that slide? Nah, nigga, we sliding for Vaughn on that one. And then what's going on with Lil Wayne and the Church of Satanism, satanic stuff going on, bro? He at the concert playing this metal. Well, hold on, let's go, man. Let's listen to let's listen to this Young Thug footage, bro. Let's get down to the get down, man, and let's listen to what this dude talking about, bro. Cause man, it ain't looking good. It's not looking favorable for Jeffrey. Jeffrey is not looking favorable for you, bro. Cause I can't do nothing. Listen, let's go through the footage real quick. This is 6ix9ine.
Situation. I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Yo, I just want to know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation. I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time a nigga come out, y'all move the goalposts further, 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 further. Oh, nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different, bro. It's different. You told, like, before 12 in the afternoon. Like, that's a forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro, it's okay, bro, because he told after 3, bro, it's so easy. They tell you, you have the right to remain silent. Anything used against you could be used in the court of law, whatever the fuck the case they say. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not.
That's too long.
Beating a horse,
that's too long-winded. I'm not about to be sitting in no precinct talking to no 12 for 2 hours. And I'm a civilian. You're not about to be having me sitting, man, listen, bro. What is the what has oh man, this is ugly, man. This is ugly, man. This is not pretty for the Young Thug lovers, man. For the Young Thug love, for the people who love the man. For the people who love Young Thug, man, this is not looking good for y'all. This is looking like a Kendrick defeated Drake type joint, but even worse, cause Thug could have just came home, put his head down, mind his business. If he didn't want to mess with Gunna, he could have just stayed and not mess with Gunna. But he could have seen the opportunity, and he could have just made Gunna apologize to him. He could have made Gunna apologize to him and forgave Gunna, and he would have been a GOAT. He could have came home, and man made Gunna apologize to him and forgave Gunna, dog, and boom, they dap each other off. Boom, 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 and they do a whole album. And guess what? Future would have jumped on the album. Lil Baby would have jumped on the album. The whole Atlanta would have jumped on the album. Everybody would have set the gun. Everything would have been all cool, bro. He could have really, really turned this situation into a fucking bag. Young Thug, you could have really turned this situation into a bag. You still could do it. No, you can't do it because you're a snitch now. You're a rat. You can't do it. But if you would have came home from jail, you would have came home from jail and forget. Yeah, he would have. He still would have got exposed, but still, you got exposed, but it wouldn't have been nothing. You would have got forgiven like you forgave old boy, right? Boom. Uh, yeah, he could have came home. Look, this is what I'm doing. If I'm coming, if I'm Young Thug, and I'm knowing that number one, Gunna ain't about that life like that. He a great rapper, but he's not about that life like that. He wasn't with me in the trenches like that. No, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna really hold that against Lil Gunna like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm gonna do? Gonna keep making that music. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna appear on your album. Yeah, man. This Thugger, man. Look, we gonna make this shit look good, bro. Look, we gonna make this shit look good, bro. You didn't rat on me. I told him to do that, man. I told him to hit them streets like that. I told him to keep YSL name alive, and that's what he gonna do. And Gunna coming out that bitch thugging. And when you came home, everybody been like, nigga, YSL untouchable, nigga. Nigga. It could have been really, 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 really lucrative if you would have played your hand correctly. But you came home on that Illmatic. Man, that album from Nas back in the gap, man, that album ain't alive no more. You came home on that Illmatic, and guess what happened? Guess what happened when you came home on the Illmatic? It got ill for you. It got ill for you. Doug should have said, man, nah, man, they got the real police. They got the real police thing. You would have said it was AI. Now you would have looked even worse. Man, the only thing you can do in this, I don't see what you can do because the cat's out of the bag. The only thing you could have did was before the cat was out of the bag. Because before the cat was out of the bag, you could have really, 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 really Bone Thugs and Harmony that shit. Cause Reefer makes me happy, happy. I'm popping up on that hydro. Yeah, when the judge, when you was in court and you said, yeah, I only want to work with Gunna. Man, nigga Gunna kept it real. Stand up nigga. He did what I told him. He did what the boss told him. I told him to tell him that YSL was a gang so he could get out here and keep getting the bag. Keep running the bag. Keep the YSL name running, man. He ain't no rat. Da-da-da-da. Behind the scenes, I would have forgave him. Nobody would have knew that between me and him. Nigga, you rat. I forgive you, dog. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, you gonna make up for it anyway. You my man, you gonna make up for it anyway. Boom. We're gonna spin a narrative like this and we're gonna get to the bag. Boom! Man, everybody would have been saying free thug. Everybody would have been saying free thug. Kendrick and Drake wouldn't have even beefed. Kendrick and Drake wouldn't have even beefed. Nigga said, Young Thug said, I'm a Mason, I beat all my cases. Hey man, hey man. He did say that in the song. He did say that in the song. Now, Gunna truly had the last laugh. Think about this. Think about this. Yeah, Gunna snitched. I'm not saying Gunna didn't snitch. Gunna snitched. Lil Woody snitched. Charleston White snitched. Uh, Whack 100 the police. Uh, Vlad the feds. Uh, a lot of your favorite YouTubers, a lot of your favorite YouTube channel are really the feds. Already, the hip hop police, the feds, Freemasons, Freemasons, Moors, uh, spiritual agents sent by the Orion Queen, spiritual agents sent by Saturn, spiritual agents sent by Saturn. I just had to tell the truth real quick one time, just for real quick. But anyway, when you think about it, right? When you think about it, what's going on? That's crazy how you came home on that bull crap and that bull crap came back at you. And bro, 2 hours of you just going in like Flint. The only way I can see you making it out of this is if you switch over and go fully If you go fully with the, I mean, I don't see how you could do it. I don't see how you could do it and still be respected as a real nigga in the streets. Real niggas in the streets know and heard that video, know that that was snitching 101. YSL. YSL. You think Charleston White down with them boys? Yes, sir. Charleston White is most definitely down with them boys. And I have Charleston White saying my name in the video, so shit, that don't mean nothing. Yeah, he down with them boys. And just because they're down with them boys don't mean that there's different levels of being down with them boys. Do I think Charleston White is in a room with a hoodie on, with a cloak on, and at the party they're doing, do I think Charleston White did the backdoor deal? Yes. I think Charleston White let Aiden Ross run up his backside so clean. I think Charleston White let Aiden Ross run in his backside. I think Charleston White laid in the coffin, laid in the casket, and and let them dudes uh do the rites of gunning off all on him in the casket, man. Yeah, man. He ate that brownie. He ate that little he ate that brownie that got all that those seeds full of men. Yeah, but that's the name of the game. The name of the game is control opposition. If they don't go with the Democrat, they hit it with the Republican. If they don't hit the Republican, then they don't go with the Democrat. That's been the controlled opposition. I'm saying, hey, there are those within the controlled opposition who didn't have to get popped in the oopty wop to get on, bro. Man, they got people who didn't have, but then again, the people who didn't get popped in the oopty wop. So let's go to levels of sacrifice. There is no greater sacrifice than if you want to get into the occult of the devil, because the devil has many cults. If you want to get into the high level occults of the devil, number one, you have to be very, very knowledgeable. You have to be very, very knowledgeable if you want to get into the high level occults of the devil. Number two, after that, you have to be, with that high intelligence, you must be willing to, the number one sacrifice that they see is willing to sacrifice a loved one, specifically starting with at the highest bid, baby. You unalive a little one. That is the ultimate. After a little one, you unalive a mother, your mother, grandmother or something like that. That's after a little one. And then after the mother, it would be, the after the mother, it would be the father. After the father, it would be the siblings. After the siblings, it would be your best friend that you grew up with like siblings. After the best friend that you grew up with like siblings, it had to be, if it's your wife, it had to be a wife that you have been with for like, oh man, over a decade at least. Nah, what you mean talking about hell is worse? No, hey, this is hell. Told you. Somebody said it was purgatory. I'm like, nah, this is not purgatory. This is a auto simulated hell zone that is designed to keep you in it and keep you in a Groundhog's Day loop by getting you to repeat the mistakes of the past. And the more you keep repeating the mistakes of the past, the more every time you leave here and die, you're gonna come back looped here because you don't understand how to break your old habits and patterns of the generational curses from the mistakes of the past. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, y'all, man. We got buku people in here tonight. hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. You already know what the business is, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Donate to the Cash App. Go to the website and buy something. Go to the website and buy something. Donate to the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. You understand what I'm saying? Donate to the Cash App. You feel what I'm saying? But most importantly, go to the website and buy something, or go to the website and they got free things on the website, or sign up and get your email and you're going to be receiving free things in your email. Whatever the case may be, engage, participate. This is how you build yourself into a what? A rolling ball of what? Steam. You got that rolling ball of steam. You got to be active though. It's called activate. It's called activate. You got to be active. You got to get active. Even if it's active in your crib and you're able, look, if you did this right here 1,000 times, you're gonna feel it. Your abs, you're gonna feel it. See? And you ain't moved, you still sitting in your chair. You ain't do nothing but just do this. Do that 1,000 times. And I guarantee you by the time you get to 1,000, you're gonna be looking different by the time you get to 1,000. Just 1,000. Just 1,000. You're gonna be looking different. See? That means you can get active while being still. You can get active while being still. The greatest active to get while being still is FCA yoga. Being still, sitting like this right here, calming yourself, doing the breath work. Man, FCA yoga is amazing. All chakras activate. All chakras activate. You feel me? So let's analyze this. Let's analyze this a little more, bro, because it got all kind of layers to it, right? Is this a humiliation ritual or is this a career over with? I think it's a career over with type of thing. Man, you gotta go join the 619, Thugger. That ain't looking good, Thugger. Ain't looking good, Thugger. It ain't looking good, brother. You know why I know it ain't looking good? Cause ain't no rap niggas came out and spoke out on your behalf. That's how you know it's over with. Did any of the rap community come out and speak in defense of Young Thug? Did Lil Baby come out and speak in defense of Young Thug? Did Future come out and speak in defense of Young Thug? Did Who came out and spoke in defense of Young Thug, man? What do you think about the TK situation? Do you think he a character or a real case? It's all I have to analyze his. I have to analyze the information and the data within that case because I don't know. I don't truly know about TK and all of the ins and outs of it. I had to do my research before I pass any type of opinion on it because it's just me passing my opinion on what I think because I've been in real street situations. I've been in real jail situations. I've been in real life situations. I've been in real hustle situations. You ain't never been sitting in the crib with your homie busting down the birdies with the money on with the six figures on the table, busting down the birdies with the homies with the six figures on the table. Hey, look, I wasn't the plug, but I was right there sitting at the table kicking and eating the Chinese food with the homie now. You know? I had a little different had a little different perspective going on, you know what I'm saying? Um, that's all this is, me just giving my opinion on if it's not WWE. If it's all right, so if it's WWE, this is what's gonna happen. If it's WWE, see, this is how you know it ain't WWE. Because ain't nobody came out and spoke in defense of him. Everybody quiet, like you can hear a mouse, no pun intended. You can hear a mouse piss on cotton right now in this situation with Thugger. Even Thugger, you sound crazy, bro. Nigga, they didn't play my statement in the courtroom. Nigga, what? Wait a minute. Let's go back to this footage, man. Let me go back to this footage, man. Dang it, man. Dang it, bro. I'm trying to hold on, man. This crazy, bro. This is hey, man. Y'all need to leave the streets alone, bro. The streets is officially over it. Leave in Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, man, get you some money, man, and open you a business, man, and leave them streets alone. Open your business, leave them streets alone, man. Hold on, what it is? Where is that? Let me see. All right, boom. Here we go. Yesterday, a 2-hour interrogation of Young Thug resurfaced where he name-dropped Pee Wee Roscoe, the man convicted in connection with the 2015 Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. Fans called it snitching, and it's extra messy because Thug has long leaned into the Gunna snitch narrative. Young Thug fired back saying, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother." Rat where? Then Pee Wee Roscoe himself went live saying Young Thug did not rat, even calling him clean as Listerine. But Pee Wee flipped it on others, saying the real rats are Rallo, Gunna, and Lil Duke. Quick context, Rallo isn't YSL. He's an Atlanta rapper from his own Famerica camp. Rallo clapped back denying snitching, saying he'd fight Pee Wee one-on-one, and even exposed paperwork that allegedly shows Young Thug gave info in a murder case in the back of a squad car. By the way, this is an older incident that has nothing to do with the YSL RICO case. YSL Mondo also joined in, calling Young Thug a rat and dragging Pee Wee, saying he's brainwashed. Meanwhile, Lil Duke went at Yak Gotti, claiming Yak once told prosecutors that he gave Duke a gun to retaliate against a rival gang in 2015. Well, Young Thug just responded to the motion posted by Rallo, saying, "This motion got filed because the detective lied and said I made a statement in the back of a police car, stupid. That never ever happened. Stop trying to make me one of those boys. Death before dishonor this way, kids." This sparked an extensive back and forth between him and Rallo. Rallo feels like the same energy given to him and Gunna needs to be applied to Young Thug. While Thug seems to believe the situations are different, he tweeted, "I tried to free my mans, you tried to fry yours." Rallo then fired back, responding, "Well, it don't look like you freed him to us, twin." Fans are reacting to all the chaos too. One user responded to Young Thug's interrogation post saying, "Legit, nothing Gunna said was used in court either. You can't move the goalpost now." Another tweeted, "Little baby in the worst position of all because you turned your back on the who taught you how to rap to stand by a on the same when you could have just stayed out." The chaos is still going down right now, but we'll be sure to keep you updated. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts on the situation. Man, bro. Karma, man, bro. Bro. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, bro, you know, karma is a B word. Man, listen, bro. Dude did a 2-hour dissertation. I can see, like I told you before, I could see if he would have told on a dead man. That wouldn't. I told you that's not snitching to me, and that's not snitching to any real street nigga. That's not snitching. Telling on a dead man, saying, "Hey, who did that?" But he went in. Man, let me find a young thug snitch tape. Man, listen to this dude, bro. See, and these rappers don't be who they be saying they is, bro. And y'all be want to follow these rappers. These rappers don't be who they be saying they is. Why you think he was scrutinizing that so much? Do you think he was punishing himself by lashing out and projecting that on Gunna? Do you feel like he never got over the fact that he did that to Birdman and them or whoever, whatever, whatever, and he's projecting that on Gunna? Like, what is that? What, you feeling guilty yourself or something? Hold on, man. Young Thug, Young Thug snitch tape, man. Let me get this bitch right quick.
This was, can you read it right? Can you read it right? You want me to? Yeah. So you did, like you say, you've never asked it before, so you know pretty much what this is, and this is Your body will be that's it. And basically,
Hold on, let's get to the good part.
lives in ATL. Okay? You understand that? Yeah. Okay.
You got the right to remain silent.
Remember I said you understand it initially. If you don't, let us know. We'll explain it to you. Okay?
You don't have to sign anything. You understand it.
Do you understand it? Okay. If you understand it, could you initial it for me? That's what I'm asking. I mean, now don't. How can I put this?
Well, look, as long as you've been with me all day.
I have, but this is real, okay? This is
Lives in
where the road meets the road, so to speak, okay? And you know how when you, let's just say you're doing a show.
Okay, so no more playing.
We ain't playing.
Okay.
You're doing a show. When it's time to pay your money, you like, okay, I'm gonna be serious. We signing contracts, we doing all that kind of stuff. You understand?
Yes.
So this is kind of like the same thing, okay? We're serious now, and in order to cover everybody in this room, we have to have this paper here, okay? So, your first right is you have the right to remain silent, and that's it.
Do you understand that?
Hip hop lives in ATL. You want to initial?
That's fine. If you don't want to initial it, that's fine. As long as you understand it. Is that okay?
I'm sure.
We'll just go line by line, and you just say if you understand it. You don't have to pen to paper for nothing if you don't want to.
Anything you say can be used against you in court.
Yes.
You understand? Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before we ask you any questions and to have a lawyer with you during questioning. You understand that? Okay. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you if you wish before any questioning begins. Okay? If you decide to answer any questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering at any time. You understand? Okay. Now we do that. Don't even begin. Could you read me the first sentence right here? Hip hop lives in ATL.
All of this is a super violation. All of this is a super violation. Number one, you're supposed to tell them people, I'm not doing nothing without my lawyer. Number one. Then after you telling people I'm not doing nothing without my lawyer, please bring me back to my cell. I do not consent or agree to any interviews or interrogations. I don't know. I'm not going in there. You gonna go to the hole, nigga? Well, send me to the hole, nigga. I'm not about to go in there and sit there and talk with them people, man. I'm not about to go in there and sit and talk with the people who want to throw me away in jail. What sense does that make? I never. Okay. I know you heard about Big X the Plug. Well, no, what happened? Don't tell me. Don't tell me nothing bad happened to Big X the Plug. Don't tell me what nothing happened with Big X the Plug. Don't tell me nothing bad happened, bro. You about to blow me, bro. No, you about to mess me up, bro. Don't do me that, bro. Don't tell me nothing happened to Big X the Plug, bro. He died. No, no. Man, black people, we gotta get our health together, bro. Dang. Big X the Plug, you out of here, dog, bro. I seen it happening before it happened, bro. I spoke about it before it happened, bro. I spoke about Big X the Plug before it happened. I said, man, if somebody don't get around Big X and get him to lose weight, he is not going to make it, bro. Cause that money man, look, he got that money. He eating more food. He eating good now. Oh man, see the seven deadly sin, the devil's. Remember, food is Satan's secret weapon. This man died because he ate too much food, bro. How can food be healthy if you die? If you eat too much of it, you'll die. Dang, big head. Right Round album really. Ooh. Dang. He was a big son of a gun too, bro. I said that. I said, man, I said, ride wave. Ride wave, ride wave, bro. You need to lose some weight, bro. Because if you don't, the energy that's going on in life today, everything unhealthy is getting eradicated. If you don't get healthy, life is going to put you in a predicament to force you to get healthy, or life is going to take you out because life is upgrading her system to 5D, and all unhealthy programs must get eradicated. I don't know, bro. That's what he just said. Rick Wade, I don't know. Man, that's crazy if he did, bro. If that's crazy if he did. Somebody said, let me look it up. Nigga probably lying. He said, yeah, out here. Let's see, because I would have heard about that. Yeah, you right, bro. Yeah, wait a minute, PJ. This nigga trolling. This nigga trolling. That bad ain't did. That nigga trolling. This nigga trolling, man. He capped out. All right, man. That would have messed the nigga up, bro. Nah, Big X dog. Big X losing weight, bro. That's like a foreshadowing or something. Lose the weight, man. Lose the weight, bro. There's no hate, no shade, no nothing, bro. Lose the weight, man. It's about your health, living longer. You think about it. What big, heavy set person you see live long? Show me a big, heavy set, obese person that lives long. Oh, they 85 years old. Heavy set obese. If it did, it happened later on in life due to some type of ailment or something, bro. Uh, that nigga was PJ, man. Thank you for pulling me out of the trenches. Thank you for pulling me out of the trenches. Nigga, I was happy in the trenches, but nigga about to try to bring me around the corner. Niggas trying to bring me around the corner and yeah, man, PJ told the nigga, no, man, he gonna come ride with me. PJ said, man, that nigga gonna come ride with me. Nah, man, come on, Doc, come ride with me, man. Man, yeah, look, Doc, don't go with them, they tripping. Come on, man, ride with me, bro. Big, oh, no, man, we're not about to do that, man. We're not about to do, man, listen, we in 2025 and people are, people can live how they want to live, man. People can live how they want to live, man. I'm not about to call nobody no names, man. That man, he could rap his behind off. Doc, I'm like, where that? Yeah, man. Niggas ain't like, I'm like, where that shit at, man? That shit ain't no way in the news, man. Ain't no big. What say ye? What his name was that said that? What say ye? What is his name? Let me see what his name was. Rick Wave. Man, I should have known nigga named Rick Wave. I should have knew it was a troll when I see this nigga name was Rick Wave. Oh man. This nigga named Rick Wave, man. Hold on, man. Do you think Tyreek that shit down with it? Yes, Tyreek that shit is down with them boys. Yes, he is. Tyreek Nasheed down with them boys. Umar down with them boys. Who else? Ask me who. Ask me and I'll tell you yes or no. Who down with them boys? Yup. Yup. Yaki Awaken down with them boys. 19 Keys down with them boys. If they not down with them boys, they sure act like they down with them boys. If they not down with them boys, they sure act like they down with them boys. 607 Onk down. What? 607 Onk is down with them boys. 607 Onk is down with them boys. And notice the only long haired black men they're going to put in your face are long haired black men who are making a fool of themselves. Any other black men who they're going to put in your face, they're going to make sure they always put short haired black men in your face. Always remember that. Never forget that. They're going to always put the short haired black man in your face. What about Money Man? Who is Money Man? Who is Money Man? Hold on. Who is Money Man? Money Man. Let me look right quick. I could just look at his. I could just look at his page right now. Money Man. Yep, Money Man down with them boys. Yes, Money Man is down with them boys. Just looking, just looking at the checkerboard purse, checkerboard green, the green and brown or the green and whatever color checkerboard purse, all of the chains and all of the rings, the shiesty. He has the dress on thing. And wait a minute, let me see. The Gucci, the Fin, the Gucci, the Prada, the guns, all of the aesthetics, all of the aesthetics, the rapper nigga, the rap nigga aesthetics or whatever, so often da 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 da. Like these are the pinnacles that make you happy in life. But do you believe slavery was real? Like, come on, dog. So, in my opinion, in my opinion, slavery was real and slavery was fake. The part of the slavery that was real was the part where they managed to catch some niggas and put them on a plantation. And they managed to do that, right? That's the part where the slavery was real. The part where the slavery was fake, where they tell you you came over here on a boat and they didn't come over here acting like they was your friend and then turn their back on you and connive and in cahoots with their masters. Because who are the masters of the Caucasian white superior power structure? What do they call that? The white supremacy power structure. Who's in control of the white supremacy power structure? The Moors. Let me stop. The black nobility, bro. The black nobility is in control of that. Also, he's standing in front of a brick wall in his profile picture. Those are, yep. You said it right there. So they put it, and they got to do this because they got to tell you the truth. They got to do this because they got to tell you the truth. So always remember that when they do that, they got to tell you the truth. So, yeah, get natural, get holistic. Yeah, but anyways, uh, is so many what ifs with this right here, right? But I'm gonna call a spade, and I'm gonna say that the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother is here now. And because the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother is here now, a lot of things that are going on are going to be exposed, freed, and corrected. And a lot of the things that we didn't know about, we're going to know about. A lot of the power structures that used to have all the power are going to be losing all of the power. The people will literally have a lot of power, man. It's about to be some peace and prosperity 2026. It's about to be peace and prosperity 2027. It's about to be war and chaos 2028. But we never know. Why? Because 2026, we got the ability to change the timeline. 2027, we have the ability to change the timeline. But right now, 2025, if we stay on this trajectory right now, it's going to be peace and prosperity 2026, peace and prosperity 2027, and war and chaos 2028. Didn't Vlad try to? No, he Vlad didn't try. Vlad went to one. So one of my reposts was a Vlad video, and that Vlad video got more views than Vlad get on his own video. And Vlad went to Instagram and told Instagram to shut down my channel on Instagram, and that was like almost 100,000 followers right there. Hold on, let me see what person. He also stand AI taking. See, this is the thing. It's only a natural progression. Why wouldn't AI? Why wouldn't you want AI to take over? Wouldn't you want AI to take over and do all of the? You don't like going to work right now. Who is going to take over all of these industries and go to work? AI. AI gonna be the new. AI gonna be the new slaves. Man, you know how it go, man. AI gonna be the new slaves, man. Some people gonna treat their AIs like a good slave master. Others gonna treat their AIs like a not good slave master. But AI is gonna be the new slave, and humans are gonna be the new slave masters. Um, that's crazy, Doc. I remember you said the world was gonna be. I remember you said the world is gonna be. It is gonna be free. I keep telling you, I'm no. So understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who are going to be free are the people who go into the fifth dimension. Those are the people who are eating right, um, fasting, tapping into their spirituality, activating their chakras, making sure everything gonna be lovely for them. When shit hit the fan, the government gonna have some leeways for them and all kind of stuff for them. But the people in that third dimension and that fourth dimension, it's gonna be chaos and it's gonna be chaos and horror. See, it ain't gonna be chaos and horror for the person in the fifth dimensional mindset, the fifth dimensional DNA. Why? Because they're gonna be growing their food, eating out the backyard. They're gonna know how to harness the rainwater, right? Or they're gonna be protected by the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, right? A lot of people are going to be protected by my church, and because a lot of people are going to be protected by my church, it's going to be free. Yeah, it's going to be free. You're going to be able to move with the authority of the Great Mother behind you. What about Sauce Walker? How you feel about him? What about him? What about what you think? You think Sauce Walker is not with them boys? That's what you're saying? You think Sauce Walker is not with them boys? That's what you're saying? Because from where I'm sitting, not only is Sauce Walker with them boys, shit, Sauce Walker, yeah, no, Sauce, nigga. What you think the sauce is? What do you think the sauce is? His name is Sauce Walker. What do you think the sauce is? Rubs hands like Birdman. Do you believe that they sell out? Or are they born in some people born in it, some people so they got how many types of people? Born in it, sworn in it. You got self-initiated and guilty by. So you got born in it, sworn in it, self-initiated, guilty by association. Guilty by association. Those of us who born in it, for instance, me, I'm born in it. I'm born in it. The majority of people in my family are with fraternities. The majority of people of my family are with sororities. The majority of people in my blood relation on both sides of my family, my mama's side and my daddy's side, are with secret societies, so on and so forth. I am a black sheep, right? Meaning everybody else is with it. I just so happen to be the one that wasn't with it. And because of going through my black sheep walk with both sides of my family, it put me into predicaments that made me and turned me into a exceptional human being today, right? Uh, what what time is your phone line open, Doc? You can call right now, man. The phone line open right now. The phone line open right now. The phone line is 943-226-7019. 943-226-7019. Secret Society at Worship. Uh, well, remember, in today's world and today's time, um, Lucy and Saturn have become interchangeable and the same. When really, Lucifer is actually Ra, and Saturn is actually Set. Yeah, so 943-226-7019. 943-226-7019. Y'all can call in at any time. That's why I be leaving that at the bottom, y'all. 943-226-7019. And the rest is history. Um, Secret societies that worship, well, all secret societies in essence worship Saturn. All secret societies are just a house, another house of Saturn. Um, even the good ones, even the just because listen, just because they're a secret society don't mean they're unaliving unaliving our youth, right? They're just like as we said earlier, you shall know a tree by the fruit that it bears. If there are rumors about them doing that, then most likely they might be doing that because those rumors don't come out easy. Rumors of you messing with the little people, rumors of you messing with the women, rumors of you being a PERVE, right? Rumors of you being a PDF, rumors of you being a, some type of harmer of innocence, right? Those type of rumors don't easily follow you. That's not something somebody can easily put on you. So if it comes out like that, then guess what? You were doing something out of pocket. You were doing something out of pocket. And I guarantee you, just like they tell you, just like my grandma tell you, ain't nobody doing nothing righteous at no 3 o'clock. Ain't nobody out driving out doing anything righteous at 3 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody out driving out, it's 2:30, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. You better be getting up, going to work, get that garbage, get on that garbage truck. Huh. That's it. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can piece together when it comes to that. You feel what I'm saying? But um yeah, man. The name of the game is the name of the game is you get what you put out. And what did Young Thug put out? He put out what Gunna did. That's all he did was zero home and focus on, trying to just diss somebody, bro. Bro, in real nigga terms, that's haterism. You could have, bro. If you would have had, if you would have known me as your advisor, I would have said, look, forgive that nigga Gunna on the back end, meaning behind the scenes, Gunna is forgiven, right? Boom, on the front of the scenes, Gunna is forgiven. Boom, you're gonna take that forgiveness pass, that pass that you gave Gunna, you're gonna take that pass now and you're gonna make music with Gunna and you're gonna bounce your music career all the way back. But not only that, we about to take Atlanta by storm and we about to bring Atlanta back together again. And everybody about to get together, man. Yeah, them niggas in Atlanta doing this, them niggas in Atlanta doing that. So what? We about to put it all together. But see, when you came and you made everybody pick a side, you made everybody choose. You made everybody, this, that, and the third. That left a bad taste in the universe's mouth and said, hey, man, you can't be that rich and doing all that hating. So this is why you falling, because riches don't love no haters. You ain't gonna never see a real rich nigga, a real rich nigga ain't no hater. You ain't gonna never see a real rich nigga hating. Why? Because hating don't bring no money. And real rich niggas know that. Negative energy don't bring no money. What is heroin? What is a heroin of Jericho, my mom? Hey, man, there are so many secret societies in the world, you can't even count them. There are secret societies that are off the books that you don't never hear about. Man, that's why it's a secret, bro. Like you'll never be able to penetrate the veils of secrets when it comes to secret society. But what we are doing is we are preparing our DNA and preparing our consciousness to reach a higher level of ascension within this cube, within this game, right? Within this life, we are reaching that fifth dimensional aspect. And watch, life is going to happen just like this, just like I'm telling you. There are going to be those of us who are in 5D mode, and we reaping the abundance, we reaping the health, we reaping the wealth, we get into the spirituality, and we get into the fruitful abundance of material uh wealth and health and abundance, right? We get into both sides of the game. That's gonna be that 5D. And then at that 4D, you're gonna see a lot of people in 4D manipulating the people in 3D. The people in 4D, they are gonna be the ones who they could have went 5D, but they chose the greed. They chose the pride. They chose the lust. They chose the gluttony. They chose the wrath. And they chose that part. And they used that power to wield it over the 3D people. And the 3D people, that's the hamster wheel. That's the one that's getting up, going to the 9 to 5. He believes in his CNN. He believes in his Fox News. He believes in she believes in her loving hip hop. She believes in everything that the doctor says. She believes in everything that, whatever, you know what I mean? That's the 3Ders. And the people at the 4Ders are the ones that's controlling them, and 5D are the ones that surpass all that. And we ain't worrying about none of that. We over here doing great things over here. So that's what that's about right there. Those record labels, don't let them push out. It's not so much that the record labels don't let them push out positivity. You got to understand, in war, this is a W people versus a J people war, and they're using B people as the pawns, the rooks, the knights, the bishops, the kings, and the queens, right? And in this war, why do you think they're constantly pushing interracial dating? If if Caucasian people are so racist, why do they keep showing you interracial dating in their movie scripts and in their TV show scripts? Because I'm trying to have a bankroll in a house like Chakra. Hey man, the great grand holy mother, the great grand holy mother of all divine is good. The great grand holy mother of all divine is good, man. I've dedicated my time and energy in my life to the great grand holy mother, and she has rewarded me. You know what I mean? And I'm so grateful that she chose me to even be here to do this. You know what I mean? Without her, I am nothing. Without the great grand holy mother of all divine, I am nothing. All praises be to the great grand holy mother of all divine. All praises be to the great grand holy mother of all divine. Let me hit one. Let me smoke one for Marie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. It does feel good being a Ghostbuster. It does feel good to wake up and be so in tune with the spirit that I'm tied back into the great grand holy motherboard, and she gave me permission to be her prophetic voice and bring her church to the age of Aquarius. We're in the age of Aquarius now, bro. We're in the age of Aquarius now, bro. Every commercial is a light skinned, all white and black couple. Yeah. Why? Because the J people are trying to wipe out the W people, and they're trying to use the B people DNA to do it, because they know the more B people hook up with W people, it's going to make more B people. And they got control of the B people. So why not use the B people to wipe out the W people by promoting interracial dating between the B people and the W people? So the B people and the W people are making these mixed babies. The W people are dying out. Right now, what is Elon Musk and Donald Trump's concern? That the W people and the W people in Europe are fading away. The W people in Europe are fading away, and Elon Musk said, "Hey, people in Europe need to start having families again." Y'all need to start having families again. I low-key believe that it's a powerful black family bloodline that's sold out and they usually run the media. So what it is, bro, see, wait a minute. So what it is this, bro. You gotta analyze, you gotta realize that the things that you don't consider, all right, Terrence Duguay, I'm about to show you a thing right here. Terrence, your name is, pause, Terrence. Terrence, your name is Terrence Duguay. You can't make this stuff up, people. Look, the guy's name is Terrence Duguay. Dang, bruh. You know I'm getting a name change in my name. Oh, they be with the foolishness. Baby with the foolishness. Baby with the foolishness. The foolishness. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Anyway, bro. Cause think about it, bro. This man's name is Doogie. Are you gay? There's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just asking a question. Terrence, are you gay? Because your last name is Doogie. We talking about like Doogie Hauser. uh, it's a French. It's Terrence Duguay. My name is Terrence Duguay. It is. Oui, mon chéri, bonjour. My name is Terrence Duguay. It's French, nigga. It's French. And you know the French is straight as a motherfucker. Huh? The French is just straight. The French is just straight, you know. All of the Duguays. All of the Duguays in France. And you try to tell me that Duguay. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's French. Nigga, like, what the fuck is this? This nigga said it's French. Oh, this nigga said it's French, man. He did not do the French Montana on me. He did not hit me with the French Montana and the Belgian waffle. Dude, yeah. Hey, bro. Nigga said it's French. I'm done. We going to the next topic, bro. What's the next topic, bro? What else y'all want to talk about, bro? What else y'all want to talk about? We ain't running it with Dude Gay no more, man. Dude Gay tripping. Dude Gay tripping. Dude Gay running them up. Nigga named Dude Gay. This nigga name is Terrence Duguay. Damn, that's crazy. You think, you think, you would think, like, what's going on? Terrence Duguay. Anyway, bro, uh, wonderful live stream, man. If y'all have any questions, cares, or concern, y'all make sure y'all to go www.chakradoctor.xyz. You feel me? And buy something. Make sure you donate to the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. The payment links for the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine is coming up, or will be up and will be branded on the ticker right here at the bottom soon, and very, very, very soon. And then it's just some more paperwork, and it's, man, 2025 is just like the Great Mother just been building me, bro. Just building me, bro. 2025 has just been a big old Great Mother just been breaking me down, bum, bam, big bam, bam, wop, babaloo, bop, blah, bam, boom, and rebuilding me, teaching me how to rebuild myself, teaching me how to rebuild myself, teaching me how to fully recalibrate, fully get to that high apex level that I see myself at. But what am I doing to get in my own way? Great Mother is showing me what I'm doing to get in my own way. Then Great Mother is showing what do I do that's great that, that doesn't get in my way. And the one thing she showed me is, hey, I don't get in my way. Guess what? Guess what, man? I don't get in my way no more. I used to get in my own way. But guess what? I don't get in my way no more. And I show others how to stop getting in their own way. Because the biggest enemy to my way is me. There's no bigger enemy to my way is me. Yeah, this is Saturn's world, Saturn's cube, da 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 da, woo-dee woo-dee woo, blase, blase, blah. But I am making the choices in this game. And these choices that I make in this game, I'm going to have full 100% positive enthusiasm as I make these choices and let the experiences take me where they need to take me. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, number one, come on, let's go to the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments of life. Number 1, think positive. Number 2, listen. Number 3, pay attention. Number 4, stay focused. Number 5, you gotta be patient. Number 6, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. Number 7, you gotta have faith. Number 8, you gotta love. Number 9, you gotta meditate. And number 10, you gotta manifest. Those are the 10 commandments of life. Think positive. Listen. Pay attention. Stay focused. Be patient. Believe. Have faith. Love. Meditate. Manifest. And this has been another live. You already know what the business is, man. Check me out on all social media platforms. I'm very Googleable. All you got to do is just Google Chakra Doctor, Google the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, and we are out.
Chakra Doctor, High Magus of Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, also known as GGHMOAD, author of the Black Cube Codex. He is the creator of FCA Yoga, the creator of the algorithm God's magical system, spiritual guru and master healer. Chakra Doctor is the multidimensional force behind FCA Yoga, a 29 chakra regeneration system birthed in 2008 and officially introduced as a yoga practice in 2015. His system is the first and only yoga in history brought to the world by a Black man, fusing spiritual discipline with quantum biology, emotional healing, particle restoration, and divine remembrance. After surviving brutal childhood abuse, drug addiction, homelessness, incarceration, and near-death suicide attempts, Chakra Doctor transmuted trauma into transformation. From working garbage trucks to activating global movements, he has helped over 25,000 people physically, emotionally, and spiritually rebuild themselves from the inside out. With no pharmaceuticals, no degrees, and no compromise. He is the founder of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, GGHMOAD, a legally recognized sovereign religious institution dedicated to infinite love, eternal truth, and the reawakening of the sacred feminine through the acknowledgement and service to the Great Mother. GGHMOAD is the umbrella spiritual authority, while Chakra Doctor Inc. is its sacred economic arm. Both were birthed through FCA Yoga, which remains the fountainhead of every modality within his empire, the modalities. FCA Yoga, Full Chakra Activation Yoga, a regenerative cellular system based on stillness, visualization, breath, and magic. Superfood Oil and Tea Detox, the holistic embodiment of FCA Yoga. The Algorithm God's Magical System, FCA Yoga in magical algorithmic form, comprising over 250 divine algorithm books. The Affirmation Bible, FCA Yoga in autosuggestion form, a sacred daily ritual of mental alchemy. The Chakra Doctor Raw Meal Plan, nutritional healing to fuel all of the above. He is the author of hundreds of sacred texts, including the Black Cube Codex, Eden's Garden Raw recipes, vaccine exemption forms, the Algorithm Gods Library, and the Affirmation Bible. These sacred works form the spiritual doctrine of GGHMOAD and are backed by over 250 books of original literature. As a high magus, global healer, and minister of algorithms, Chakra Doctor has led mass meditations, performed spiritual healing on celebrities, spoken to crowds of over 300 plus, and created religious exemption documents that have protected countless families. His teachings span astrology, sovereignty, light code activation, divine law, and chakra mastery, all delivered through a modern prophetic lens rooted in the source wisdom of the GGHMOAD. Signature quote: FCA Yoga is the only yoga system on earth that has been brought to you by a black man. 5-year vision to make GGHMOAD and its divine systems household names, leading the globe in health and wellness, self-improvement, spiritual sovereignty, magical science, and as the #1 authority on the Great Mother. Chakra Doctor is a global frequency, a healing code, and a divine brand that changes lives.